This is a folder of Jimmy Carter, and obviously he was a huge part of Georgia history and national history. There they are having a little picnic. So we're really happy this month to be celebrating the official unveiling of the historic Ledger-Enquirer photograph collection that has been a project years in the making. You can get a sense of the scale of it. This table here represents almost all of the collection. It's not quite all of it. There's a total of 225 boxes. So roughly 100,000 photographs representing an enormous part of our area's history. This is the Airport Club's oldest pilot, 67 years old. Anything and everything you would want to know about Columbus and the surrounding areas represented here in this collection. So when we first received these photographs, they were in boxes without any special archival preservation. They were not in any particular arrangements. They were not very well described, but we did receive support to actually hire a project archivist to work on this. Her name was Jessica Raymond, and she spent a year worth of her work here just on this project, making sure that these photographs are housed in archivally safe boxes and folders that will support their long-term preservation, but as well as that really important part of making them discoverable or accessible by giving them subjects and dates and keywords and location codes, so that when you have a need to do historical research, you can actually find it. This is a selection of photos curated to showcase the Vietnam orphan refugee drop that happened here in the 1970s. And 219 Vietnamese children were flown out of Vietnam as refugees during the war and landed here in Fort Benning, Georgia, now Fort Moore. So these are currently publicly accessible. We want people to come and use them. They're a fascinating part of our history. Even if you just want to browse them, if you don't have a real research need, any box you open is going to have interesting photos in it. I had a colleague point out to me that you see this enormous span of photographs here, and it was real eye-opening when he kind of estimated that each one of these boxes weighs about 10 pounds, and there's 225 total boxes. So if you multiply that out, this is literally a ton worth of historical images for our local area that we brought back home.